Well, you've got a lot of outlets of food that tend to be closed because obviously there's not so many people around in the winter months, and it's just started the winter season. Like over here again, you've got this area which has been kept a bit more clear of ice, and most of them are actually birds which could fly in and out. But amongst them are these red ducks again, which are, I don't think, native to the area. They might be, for all I know. I don't really know what they are. I'm not really much of a duck expert. But there's a ton of people, even though it's not a lot of people. It's not the sort of weather that would tend to bring people here, and a lot of the animals aren't even seen. Ah, Australian black swan. Nice. There's an Australian there. Okay. And that's why it's ice-free, because of the water pumping out there, probably warmed up a bit to keep a certain area here free so they can swim about even in the winter. These interesting houses for the birds to go in if it gets all a bit too much for them. There's a lot of birds, that's for sure. Ну, расскажи, как тебя зовут?
Петя.
И где мы?
В зоопарке.
Отлично. А это что?
Это утки.
Утки. Нравится?
Купать нравится? Да. Да.
Okay. Say something in English. You like it?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So this Australian seems to be having an awful lot of trouble with one of his feathers. He wants to pull it out, but it's not coming out. So he's sitting there in this rather cold water, probably rather colder than you'd get in Australia, trying to pull out one of his feathers and not really managing to do it. He's going to get a sore neck from it in a minute. Poor old Australian. Let's see if I can talk to him in his own language. Hey, cobber, it's not fair dinkum what you're trying to do to your feather. Leave it to drop out on its own, mate. Ah, here we go, somebody breaking the rules and feeding the birds herself. Even went by the Australian, but the Australian's got other things on his mind. Pulling out that feather. That's not going to feed you, mate. There's another one doing the same thing over there. It's also got a feather it wants to pull out. Right. There appears to be some kind of an owl. Drinking away from its trough. He's turning his head around 360 degrees almost and following all these crows as though he could attack them, but they're on the other side of the lattice, so he can't. Just watching them, wishing for freedom. Poor old sausage. There we go, one of Russia's most famous natives. I keep thinking that in this zoo there's nothing more inside the zoo than you can find on the street outside, and the polar bear, of course, is no exception. Fat as you like. Whoa. Why are they making him so fat?
Winter's coming.
There's a lot of bear shit there. An awful lot of bear shit on the side there. At least you get to see them here. I mean, I went to Berlin Zoo and looked at their Knud or whatever his name was, and couldn't even get anywhere near it. Yeah, you can see.
Фекалии.
Yes,
Куда
Ficalia.
пошел? Куда пошел?
Precisely. Lots of Ficalia.
Сюда сведут. Ну, нет. Он решил.
Fattest one of those I've ever seen. I wonder if it's pregnant. Don't want to be outdone by Berlin having polar bear cubs and Moscow not. I don't know. Just catch a bit of the old scenery. Oh, yeah, just sat down before making howling noises. Oh, there's another one. This one's sleeping. It's probably a bit too warm for it today.
Мам. А, там.
If it wasn't for this new territory, as they call it, you'd be round Moscow Zoo, round the other side very, very quickly. But this gives it about double the things to do in it. What's this supposed to be? Ah, another bird of prey up the top there. Don't know which one it is though.